I'm happy to be here today with Masahiro Tanaka, CEO of Monaca. Masa is one of the world's leading experts in PhoneGap, and Monaca does PhoneGap consulting worldwide. I first met you because we reached out to Adobe for help with somebody who really knew debugging for PhoneGap.
Right.
So we're pleased that you were one of the leading experts on that, and you're here to talk to us today about that. You're known for bringing PhoneGap to Japan, and obviously you work internationally too, and with Adobe. Why did you focus on PhoneGap?
Right. So actually, PhoneGap is an open standard technology where I very feel promising. Actually, I know PhoneGap more than 5 years now, helping them, increasing community, especially in Tokyo, Japan. Writes a lot of books and magazines and articles, which is just because I believe in PhoneGap. Actually, PhoneGap is something. So we're creating a development platform based on PhoneGap, and actually, more than 40,000 people actually using our product and making their applications and submitting to App Store or using it internally for enterprise customers. So that's my motivation, to provide a decent PhoneGap development environment and make everybody happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, because one of the things with the large open source products is, and one of the reasons why Red Hat exists, obviously, is support and consulting, and so it's nice to know that there's a major experienced firm working with that, so we appreciate that. How do you enhance PhoneGap? Because I know you've contributed to some of the source code and things like that, so why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Right. So honestly, Monaca is not only a framework. We are providing all sets of different aspects of what is necessary for developing PhoneGap applications. So if somebody actually started to create a PhoneGap application, they may have come up with some obstacles, like maybe the JavaScript is a little bit difficult, or maybe difficult to set up their environment, or maybe they need to cope with many libraries. So that's why I'm doing meetups, and especially here in San Francisco, and providing all the information to develop applications. So Monaca is something for PhoneGap developers. So we are providing an open system, not like a vendor-specific one.
Okay.
We want more open Cordova or PhoneGap world, and make developers more easier and faster path to create mobile applications.
Yeah, because I've used PhoneGap myself, and everything works great until you hit something a little bit different, that's not a typical case. And it's nice to know that there's someone or something supporting and to turn to that's doing it professionally. That actually, I think, is helpful in the open source development world.
Right.
So I think you kind of explained it so that you're not necessarily a competitor to PhoneGap. You're an enhancer and a supporter of it.
No, not at all. Actually, we actually are in very good relationship with Adobe in terms of PhoneGap, and also they also are hosting a similar UI library called Topcode. And we are one of the major committer of Topcode as well.
Yeah.
So we are creating a UI library called Onsen UI, which is a Topcode-based framework. Put it onto the Angular and make it as a web component. So that is very cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is something Monaca, not only Monaca users, but all those PhoneGap developers is very happy about actually. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people think of you just in Japan, but you do international work as well, and I know you seem to be here in San Francisco quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think is the future of PhoneGap and also of Monaca?
Right. So the good thing is that HTML have very, very promising feature, whereas current mobile environment is somehow a little bit behind the latest HTML5 standard, and that's where PhoneGap is actually filling the gap. Right? So Android, iOS, there are various platforms. They have some kind of vendor-specific features which is not yet to the standard level, and PhoneGap is actually filling those gaps. That's how PhoneGap is named after. And we actually, like that kind of vision to have, all environment fit together, work nicely. And we do need some kind of ecosystem for the developers to develop those things. Not only meetups that I help, or the magazines I create, but also like a tool debugger, which I like so much, and so that I created, or maybe something like a backend and those others. Anything that the designer or developer needs to cope with when creating PhoneGap. I want to introduce those to the users.
Oh, great. Any parting words that you'd like to say to people?
I'm actually very excited to have my speech and do something for PhoneGap here in United States. Actually, that's because actually my company is in Tokyo. I founded this many years ago, and doing PhoneGap for more than 5 years. But honestly, Japan, United States, all of the world, rest of the world, they're using same technology.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm come here, talk about that. I want to, help those developers who are suffering, struggling with PhoneGap or Cordova, and helping them the shortest path to create mobile applications.
Great. All right. Well, thank you for being part of the global community and contributing so much to it.
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.